I've been trying to tell people about ginseng tea for months now. I've made no headway though. They still think I'm crazy. I got this friend. He's from Yugoslavia. He comes to the U.S. and he doesn't know any English. And he goes to like the Department of Immigration, the DOI, and he says, "Yo, DOI. And DOI. And they say, "Fucking speak English, man. I don't know what you're talking about." And he says, "I don't speak any English, bro. You gotta teach me. You're the DOI. I gotta know some English if I'm supposed to live here." And I am supposed to live here because I am here. So, to tell you the truth, I don't really know what ginseng tea has to do with it. I think I've made a terrible mistake. Anyways, they hand him a fucking blues tape. They hand him an album of Lightnin Hopkins. And he goes back, he puts it on his record player, and he says, "Okay, I'm going to listen to some Lightning Hopkins, and I'm going to learn English." And then he listens to it, and then I go up to him and I say, "Hey, English with me, man. You've been listening to that Lightning Hopkins. You've been working with the DOI. What they've been teaching you, man. Let's converse." And he says,
"That's what she said."
Freaking Nazis, man. And I'll tell you who doesn't have a laminated surgeon's license. The U.S. government. They don't have that. But they're out here doing operations. What was it? Operation Shoe Polish. They went down into the Berlins and whatnots, and they took up the those homeless Nazis, those bastardized Nazis, and we adopted them. We said, "Hey, Nazis, you guys want to come be a part of our operation?" And they said no. They said, "Fuck no. You guys clearly don't have any sort of medical license, and I don't want to be anywhere near. No matter how much anesthetic you have, I don't want to be anywhere near your operations." And we said, No. It's Operation Paperclip. We just want to work on these little metal things, not on you. You don't have to go under the knife or anything." So they said, "Okay, fine." Rumpelstiltskinfetamine. Operation Paperclip might have come as a result of a miscommunication, a mishearing. A word that slurred together with another word to create a pair of words that was different from the original set that was intended to be conveyed. Straight HGH. I swear to God. I think it was Officer Magnolia. Officer Magnolia was in charge, and he was talking to, I don't know, his deputy or something, telling him, the errand boy, telling him to go out and, bring him back some bodies or something. And he says, "Hey, deputy, I need something from you, and this is important. Operation Paperclipped. I want sexy excerpts. Bring me sexy excerpts on my desk by noon o'clock tomorrow." Deputy Lawnmower goes, because, he's been planning for this, actually. He's been thinking for months. Hey, I would be thought of fondly if I were to start a war. Because you know how good wars are. They bring together our tight culture. And we just got out of that war with, or that World War II just ended with, the Nazis and the Britons and the whatnots. And everybody's all loose. Everybody's like, whew, war's over. I mean, shit, we're economically worse off. Especially those Germans, man. Whew. But us, we're a little bit looser. We're not in a war anymore. It's no longer wartime. And then he figures, hey, that's not good for our culture. We need to be tight. We need to be, So then he figures, all right, Next chance I get, next time he asks for his monthly sexy excerpts, I'm going to say, yes, sir. He says, sir, yes, sir. Goes out, and he gets fucking expert Nazis. And we said, all you got to do to aid in our operation is keep doing what you guys were doing with the Soviets. You just got to continue to, watch them and take notes on them and watch them and take some more notes on them and tell us about it. Let us know. Because we don't like them. We're not friends with them. They're swine and pigs and commie bastards and all that. We don't like them. And they said, okay, fine. Well, what happens if you guys suddenly start to like them? And we said, well, we'll have no use for you, and I don't know what we'll do with you. We might kill you. Something like that. I don't know. We like to kill people. Form like Voltron in the shape of a secret army that collects intelligence on the Soviets. And then they start, giving us stuff with their great big intelligence operation they had running on the Nazis. On the Soviets. They knew a lot of stuff about the Soviets because they've been tracking the Soviets for a long time at that point. And they're right there. Berlin, Germany, Sovietatia, and they're doing that. They're doing what we pay them to do. And then they're playing us, man. They're telling the Soviets that we are ready for war, and they're telling us that the Soviets are ready for war. They just keep telling us, hey, they're planning for war. They really don't like you guys. You guys got to be worried. Tool up, yo. Tool up. So we just kept tooling up, and we said, thank you, Nazis. You're doing good work for us. We'll keep paying you. They're playing us off of each other so that they, presumably, so that they can keep getting paid. But anyways, it's all good. It's all good. Really, he put in an American effort in, and he should be praised for it. Because Officer Magnolia was eventually sentenced to death, and Deputy Lawnmower became Officer Lawnmower. Yeah. I actually knew this dude, Ferdishenko, I think he was. Ferdishenko Lawnmower. And I asked him, hey, why did you... Because, he told me, he's been telling me the whole time. I was like, hey, you shouldn't do this, dude. Starting a war, that's kind of messy business to be involving yourself with. And he says to me, he looks me straight in the eyes, and he takes his foot off of my foot, kicks me in the shin, and says, the chickens, they go out in the morning, and then come nighttime, they come home to roost. And I said, wouldn't that be the roosters? He says, you're right. I don't know why I'm starting this war. You want this? Problem is, we have strayed too far from democracy. We elect these representatives that pitch us malarkey on top of malarkey until the votes are in and everything is closed. And then they're sitting there with unchecked power because oversight is limited. They're involved with intelligence. They're highly secretive matters that if they were to be known to the public, it would jeopardize national security and yada yada yada. And I guess they got a point. But if they're allowed to have these secrets that nobody is to lay eyes on, then they have no oversight. And that goes against all principles of democracy. So, all I'm saying is we got to add a wrinkle into the Bill of Rights and, the Constitution or whatever. And have it declare firmly and unambiguously that, or ambiguously? Yeah, ambiguously, very ambiguously, that if somebody is to create a Nazi army of the secret variety, then that can't be. It has to be a public Nazi army. Public Nazi armies only. I'll run on that promise. Elect me for, I don't know, whatever you choose. I'll do it. I'll do it.
That woman named Mary, she go and stay out all night long. That woman named Mary, she would go and stay out all night long.